You testified in court that you had witnessed Mr. Carmen Woods commit this murder.
Yeah, Jim.
Did you, in fact, witness Mr. Carmen Woods commit this murder?
No, I didn't.
You did not?
Did not.
On May 16th in 1982, shortly after 2 a.m., Chester Laws Jr. was shot and killed on North Felton Street in West Philadelphia. Police showed up on the scene. They canvassed the area to find any witnesses and search for any suspects that might be around. They didn't really come up with any solid leads. And so the victim's father, Chester Laws Sr., enlisted the help of a family friend, Homer Lane, to essentially go around the neighborhood intimidating individuals and questioning them himself.
The man was on a rampage. I mean, he had the whole Lansdowne Avenue was scared of him. They all knew his reputation.
I was scared. I was scared. I was scared for my family because it was rumor around the neighborhood that the father, Chester Laws Sr., was out to get any Woods that he can get.
After being unsuccessful in finding other witnesses to testify, Chester Laws Sr. drove Homer Lane down to the police station where he provided a statement saying that he had seen Carmen Woods shoot Chester Laws Jr. At that point, with no further investigation, police issued an arrest warrant for Carmen.
In the late 1970s and early 1980s. Once the Philadelphia police decided that somebody was guilty, they focused their investigation on that person in its entirety without taking a look at other alternate suspects. You were it, they were going to get you, and that was that.
I turned myself in with good faith, thinking that the system was going to correct this, but I didn't understand the forces I was against.
The case against Carmen Woods essentially rested entirely on Homer Lane's testimony. And there are so many reasons that it was not credible.
Homer Lane's testimony described the perpetrator shooting Mr. Laws from close behind him. The autopsy findings show that the entrance wound was in the front of the head, specifically a forehead. So to me, that's difficult to imagine how that could occur from a perpetrator shooting Mr. Laws directly from behind, from up close.
There are multiple eyewitnesses to Homer Lane's whereabouts the night of the crime that conflicted directly with his statements.
One individual, Mr. Morrison, the defense attorney could have called was Adam Green. Adam Green would have testified if he were called to the stand that he actually was with Homer Lane at the time of the crime in an entirely different part of the city.
There's no way in the world he could have seen it because he was in North Philadelphia with me. 7 years ago, I went to Carmen's lawyer and told him what happened and told him that I would come to court and testify to what happened. And somewhere down the line, the word got out, and I was threatened that if I did show up in court the day that Carmen went on trial, that somebody was going to kill me. And when that happened, I said, I'm not going.
At trial, Homer Lane was asked explicitly if he knew Carmen Woods was the shooter from the start. And he responded saying that he had an idea, but he wasn't sure. Chester Laws Sr. pretty much used Homer Lane to convict someone of his son's murder.
When I got convicted, my mother was in the courtroom. So I looked at my mother, and she was just at a loss. She understood probably that I would be gone for a long time. And wasn't too long after that I lost my mother. And I know emotionally that it had broke her a whole lot.
Homer Lane recanted not just once, not just twice, but 3 times. His first recantation was a sworn affidavit that he wrote himself. The second sworn affidavit was actually on camera, taken by Mr. Woods' attorney at the time. He even gave a third recantation to the media, to a local news station.
Besides Homer Lane, there was no other eyewitness that linked Carmen Woods to the crime. Additionally, there was no forensic or physical evidence whatsoever that Carmen committed this crime.
Mr. Woods continues to sit in prison despite the fact that there is no longer any evidence that suggests that he was a murderer.
I try not to bring gloom. I mean, in spite of the circumstance, I try to bring the optimism.
Growing up, it was regular to me, honestly speaking. I thought my dad was in school. So to me, every so often, I was going up to visit him in college. As I began to gain a better understanding, I realized I was no longer going up to a college to see my dad. I was actually going up to a prison to see my father. My daughter definitely, she asks from time to time, and I kind of pivot back and avoid the subject, honestly speaking. I don't know how to explain to a 5-year-old that even if you don't do the wrong thing, you can still be accused of doing the wrong thing.
I actually got to be in the cell with my father for about a year. That was the only time I actually was close. He tried to take me on a basketball court and show me. I ain't gonna lie, he beat me. And he wanted to do that probably for a long time.
He showed me some moves, but he didn't know I had some moves too.
I was asking him about stuff that he'd been through. He's asking me stuff on a more personal level about what I've been through. I know the day I left, someone else told me that he cried. He didn't show me, but I cried too.
After so many years, justice needs to be served. He needs to be home with his family.
His innocence is what's driving me, and me wanting him home is what's driving me, because I need him home. You know, I need my brother.
Look, oh gosh.